Hello everyone, welcome to my place. I put a video up a while back ago, why Watchtower and Jehovah's Witnesses a false religion, and all my research that I have done in and out of this religion, I found out the real truth. But once in a while you get a Jehovah's Witness that don't examine the information you put out, or don't do the research that you put in your links to show where the sources where you can go to get this information. So he wanted to let the world know that apparently I'm just one of the people that trying to turn people away from this religion. So he wrote, to learn about the belief of Jehovah's Witnesses, please visit the website. So I went on to the link he left me, and I would like to share the link with y'all that he left, in case you bump into it and you see it for yourself. So let's get into this link.
The Watchtower, September 1st, 2015. Who are Jehovah's Witnesses?
I had known Mike for years. He was one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but his religion always baffled me. Who is Jehovah? Why don't witnesses celebrate the holidays? Was Mike mixed up in a cult? Becky, California, USA.
First of all, when you become Jehovah's Witnesses, you start believing in the holidays. Some holidays, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's, innocent holidays, Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe. I'm not too sure about the Valentine's. I don't remember. The word cult, I had no clue. In the past, if someone came up to me and told me this was a cult, it would have been hard for me to believe. But if they had the proof and evidence to show me to my face this is a cult, or even give me websites to go to find out why this is a cult, I would have listened now. But I had to learn my own way to find out for myself. This is a cult. In this blaspheming article, is trying to make people to think that people's out there trying to cut this religion down because they have no clue about this religion. Let me tell you something right now. We left this cult is because of all the lies, dishonest that Watchtower has published over hundreds of years. If there was any truth in it, it would be 100% positive, not 100% negative. So I left a comment, 2 comments, but the main comment I'm going to bring out, and it's going to be the title of my video: only fools and mental disease will become Jehovah's Witnesses. Something like that. Because people when you educate yourself about this religion and learn the truth, what it really is, you don't want to be a fool. You don't want to be mental diseased to stay in it. Now let's continue with their crap, what this guy wanted me and others to listen to.
When my neighbors started to study the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses, I wondered, what does that mean? Jehovah's Witnesses mean? What a strange name for a religion. Zenon, Ontario, Canada. My wife and I thought that Jehovah...
Let's stop right there. Why they are called Jehovah's Witnesses? I'm going to tell you the truth. They was called Bible students all the way up when Charles T. Russell started this group till 1931. Judge Rutherford, after he took over after Charles T. Russell died in 1916, he tried to control the group by giving new teachings, and the Bible students left Watchtower to go out to keep the original teachings of Charles T. Russell. The ones who stayed, he could not keep the same name of Bible students, because you got Bible students believe Charles T. Russell's teaching and on his website that Christ died on the cross. Judge Rutherford changed the teaching that Christ died on a stake or a pole. And those new Bible students in 1931 had their name changed to be Jehovah's Witnesses, so they would not be confused from the Bible students movement. So they would call them apostates, but that's not true. Judge Rutherford and his new witnesses are the true apostates for leaving the Bible students movement, because if there was no Judge Rutherford that came into this religion, a lawyer, there would be no Jehovah's Witnesses. Everybody today would still have the name Bible students, not Jehovah's Witnesses. And the name Jehovah was made by the Catholics in 1270 AD by a Spanish monk. We done made videos, we done show proof on this. So let's continue with this crap.
Witnesses called to prey on our guilt feelings because we weren't at church. And we figured that if the mainline churches didn't have what we were looking for, a weird sect like Jehovah's Witnesses couldn't have it either. Kent, Washington.
Yeah, they couldn't have the truth. They don't have the truth, people. I would be making these videos. None of us would not be making these videos if this was the truth. We didn't come out of this religion just to blaspheme the true religion. We didn't come out of this religion to destroy Almighty Jehovah, if he was the true God. I mean, I'm telling you right now, okay? I'm going to be honest. I would be struck down by lightning if this religion was true, or if this God Jehovah was real. So I wouldn't be able to make these videos. But I'm going to tell you something. We came out of it because there's so much evidence in their own publications, their past, their history. You cannot have tons and tons of lies that could fill up so much information out there that you can find it all on the internet. If this was God's organization, no one would have any evidence to call it a lie. Truth is what it is. When it's truth or lie, it's a lie. We're not looking at one lie in this religion. We're looking at so much lies they have done. I found so many lies. Made videos on some of these lies that Watch Time put in their own publications. And one of them blew me away. Why? This is part of Watchtower's religion teaching, Michael the Archangel. It says in this article, in this book that I found, the reason God did not use the name Michael was because there was already going to be 10 other Michaels on planet Earth around Jerusalem around that time. So he didn't want his name to be confused with ordinary people. Now, first of all, people, I'm going to ask you for a challenge. I'll put up any amount of money. Just name your price. I'll get it one way or another. Show me in the Bible, anywhere from Matthew all the way to Revelation, there was 10 Michaels on this planet at the same time when Christ was walking the earth. Show me the proof. Now, how can Watchtower put that biggest fat lie in their own publications for people to believe at that time? Show me 10 Michaels in that period of time. I went through Matthew all the way to Revelation. The only Michael I've seen in there so far is talk about Michael the Archangel, who cast Satan out from heaven. But when you read the Bible, in one of the books, it mentions Christ said, I saw Satan cast out like a streak of lightning. And that's in the Greek scriptures. I saw Satan. I mean, he was watching Michael throwing Satan out before he came to earth, before he was born from Mary. Whoops, does that mean Michael couldn't kick Satan out? Because Jehovah's Witnesses' teaching is he got kicked out in 1914. When Satan was kicked out before Christ came to earth. People, when you leave this religion, start reading the Bible, learning the real truth. You're no longer a fool. You're no longer a mental disease. You are waking up. Let's continue.
In USA.
I honestly didn't know who they were and what they stood for. Cecilia Esbjerg, Denmark.
You have likely seen them preaching from door to door or in a public place, distributing Bible-based literature and offering free Bible studies. You may have received this magazine from
Bible-based literature. Yeah, all the books that we had in the past, others before us, always down to Judge Rutherford, Charles T. Russell, just like Rutherford wrote in his books, Abraham, King David, all those faithful men old was supposed to be resurrected. And I seen the date, 1925, in the publication. And when that failed, he kept promising they're going to be resurrected. Just hold on. The only thing hold on was his death, 1942. Did those men came back alive? No. Did they came back alive when Nathan North took over? No. Freddie France? No. To the new president today, did those faithful men of old came back? No. So I gave them more time for those faithful men to come back. 2016, did those men of old came back? Guaranteed by Judge Rutherford, who gave the name to Jehovah Witnesses, that former Bible students who left the Bible students movement to follow Judge Rutherford. Did those men came back to life? No. So that means your prophet, Judge Rutherford, who gave you the name Jehovah Witnesses, was a biggest fat liar and a false prophet. And you bury his name, Jehovah's Witnesses. You bury the name Jehovah's Witnesses after a false prophet, guaranteed from his books, magazines, those men was going to come back to life. It never happened. Even had a children's book. Told the children they don't have to worry about growing up because they're going to see King David and those men are old. Those little children are really old, or they already died when that book came out. And you wonder why I do not agree with JW.org or Jehovah's Witnesses religion anymore. Let's continue.
one of them. Still, you may wonder who Jehovah's Witnesses really are. Perhaps your thoughts are similar to one of those quoted at the outset. If you have such questions and concerns, where might you go for answers? How can you learn what Jehovah's Witnesses really believe, how their ministry and places of worship are financed, and why they call it your home and approach you in public places?
Why they approach you? Because they are blinded by the light of Satan. They are blinded by the governing body, the evil slave class who beats their slaves and torture their children. Those are the men that controls Jehovah's Witnesses' belief system and the policies. They will not change to protect the innocent. The wives that get beaten by their husbands, they tell the wives, "Oh, it's your fault. Maybe you should be a better wife." How many times you have to be beaten by your husband till he stops beating you? What about the people who molest children? in the congregations. Some of them are elders. I've seen pictures of them. There wasn't just one person. There was many pictures. And they molested more than one kid. How can you call this the true religion, people? You had to be a full of mental disease to believe this is God's organization. I'd rather be a Baptist, a Pentecostal, before I'd stay as a Jehovah's Witness. That's how evil this religion is. But I don't go to any other religion. All I use is the Bible. You cannot take evil and turn it into good. You can't take Satan, the devil, and the demons and turn them back into angels. And you can't take a wicked organization called the Watchtower and make it good. It has the evil path to corrupt any honest-hearted person seeking the truth of the Bible. And it's just like a vampire or a wild beast just destroying you inside out. That's the reason some of them has lost their way, and they have been mental hurt by this religion. Even some saw their sons and daughters die because of blood transfusion. If and when they wake up, they're going to be crying so much in pain because they let their children die in this false religion, and they could have saved their lives by giving blood. Thank God that my mother was out of this religion when she needed a blood transfusion. She would have died. She would have died if she was a Jehovah's Witness. Let's continue with this crap.
Read a lot about Jehovah's Witnesses on the internet, says Cecilia, quoted earlier. I heard some rumors, and I listened to a great deal of prejudiced talk. As a result, I formed a very negative
prejudice talk. A prejudice talk is when you done no research on the religion, no research what they're teaching, their doctrine is, making up lies. That is wrong. But we're not doing that, people. We are telling you God's truth, what this religion is. It destroys your humanity. It destroys your love between your brothers and sisters, your mothers and fathers. And all you have to do is obey their false god Jehovah and shun your family members if they do not want to be a Jehovah's Witness, or if they quit being a Jehovah's Witness. Let's continue.
Of Jehovah's Witnesses. Later, however, she spoke to Jehovah's Witnesses directly and found satisfying answers to her questions. Would you like to receive truthful answers to your questions about Jehovah's Witnesses? We encourage you to turn to the most knowledgeable source, Jehovah's Witnesses themselves, who publish this magazine. We hope that the following articles will help you to see who we are and what we believe, as well as to understand the work we do.
I was a Jehovah's Witness, including Mike, Kim, many others. Some people was elders. They left this organization because they found out the real truth about the lies they learned. So the guy who left this link for you to know what Jehovah's Witnesses are, I'm going to tell you before I close, and heed my warning and my words I'm telling you right now. If you want to be a fool in mental disease and want to shun your family and watch your family die when they need blood transfusion, if this is a religion, this is the truth that you want, and this is the life you want, then keep your comments and your JW links off of our YouTube channel. Because we woke up. We're not mental disease, and we're no fools no more, Watchtower or Jehovah's Witnesses. Only the ones who stayed in this religion. Even Mr. Frog over there agrees with me. So it's your choice. Thank you, and have a nice day.